My never say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there. Osia dem yopo.
Ashrefonia TV PENDREAM TV suni. Seneno first time I subscribe to channel no. Like and a comment. Share jumadi no na afofro ensa into me enkabi. Yansa ka news be de babonten. Jebrena kame hona yenti ensema ewo news no mu.
Enkomo eda pono so ne one. Ye ba be report we documents ben and one more assessor from the National Security HQ. We dey kwesi. But ye dey kwesi ye fam kwesi say documents ni ko pie peni bi fie. Peni ben a ye be chiro. Number 2, afi one more assessor sika egugu boxes ma and also one dey call. We've managed to secure video footage at our National Security HQ ho. We dey scan e. Number 3 on the item. President Kwaku may not want to hand over power to the president-elect. Yes. Don't joke. Me say that President Kwaku is making all frantic effort to say, he may not want to hand over power to the president-elect. I was surprised. That is the idiosyncrasy of African leadership. Yes. President Akufo-Addo ya enya wanwan ma me Kwaku amete e bia wo ebe wanwan but enya me wanwan. Why? In Africa, in the African continent, ya to aba ma abato na chinu legitimate party ewini anase wedi nkunim na the predecessor anase the government in power say me hand you over. And I want to remember example tonight. The reason why President Kwaku say and share and now you may be and yes no say per intelligence report ye Gadano may not want to hand over. See Mr. and you're not sure hand over. There is intelligence a year pick here. Now say on to me mechanical Ghana for say or hand over. Onim say no beka and ye enti kweti kwan bia mo person mo faswa. When we be create bibia a storm in the teacup. A be lead to say and shall not hand over na maso. Now if not when we continue power. What is that grow? African leaders there, Mr. We are dangerous. How many times proud to see a betwaba man te President Akufo-Addo okeka kekaninse bi keka kekaninse msano. Enti so be handi over tonight the report ni betubia and afi we are calling on the eminence Ibn Chambers ni na wo memu ha we are calling on them ECOWAS ECOMOG all of them United Nations they all have to wake up. Yeah, wo de obetias here baby amede mo kwa anadwe brace yourself. The obetimi say you call a friend, call a brother, and we sit here. And of course, in Yoma Ebano, an ordin tonight. And of course, still on my bail tonight, I have Mr. Kofi Kwache. Mr. Kofi Kwache, a former first London, Ireland chairman, Emma, the National Democratic Congress. Yes, Mr. Kofi Kwache, he's the former chairman, Emma, London and Ireland branch of the National Democratic Congress. Omufri London and Ombegu Memha. My election course, so he's in the house. You know, so be exclusive one-on-one. And I read here, my bail no see it, fall up. Yeah, and the Shannon say, and then so your last show, and the do quiet, whatever it is, no problem. You know what? And folks, National Security reporter, Wamatin Tam Ediekosie, Sika, Wamwe Lodu, and so Ediekosie. President Kwaku may or may not want to hand over power to the president-elect. Details of all of this coming. But until that, politics of today takes us to one of the human elements found in the catastrophic defeat of the NPP in the just ended election 2024, giving accounts of why Swami interchange was delayed. NPP for defeater, ye defeat to omo no. Nipa ba ku omo amobeka ya, I think ene Wednesday ana nkram refi. Ene Monday. Mobekaya last week Friday ye boni tape wa ha and I tell you say MPP phone kuguo na one mudi no hey multiples of issues be brave, but if you are to go into details of human elements are one more eboy my party ni din kugua one more dozen. One among them me boni din chiro. Tonight I am here again to unveil this human element. Oboy ma one more din kugua pa. But an agree idea warrior ne say afi or the nimpenifo bi atena say and a watch nimpenifo no kwanye fast so NPP for flagship program na so mo yema asante mine yes swami interchange se mo be kaya swami interchange asante fo yaka ho asema ka manye. But tonight the chairman of the new patriotic party in Ashanti region my a chronicle of events what led to the delay of this very project saying and what can I say tieni pa we Ashanti regional chairman Emma MPP we no your chairman. Take a listen to it.
A project and it's late, it means that there is a possible cause, and that cause is the reason why the regional executives have conglomerated here to pray for the government and pray for Nana Akufo-Addo, for the Ashanti party, a project, and it's late. It means that there is a possible cause, and that cause is the reason why the regional executives have conglomerated here to pray for the government and pray for Nana Akufo-Addo, for the Ashanti party.
Obaso chere say what na say o say na what you are say mudi we akotena the whole the regional capital. So these are the human elements one more kwanya wo party ni mu a enipa bebre Ghana bebre nyama na ekono afina eye nipa ahmete. So but samu ye nyoma say ya mu hu enye Ghana fo akono. But whilst they were doing this no mu nim say no they were digging their own grave gradually before Ghanaians. Many have been wondering why and how Honorable Katie Hammond lost Adansia Square constituency seat. But tonight, the reasons are here. Enipa bebre yo mo say Katie Hammond eba na say no to me lose ni seat ni sa. Yeah. Woman bebre na entiase. In fact, me ankasa kra na eha me kakra. Ghana politics here quite funny though, is it not? Katie Hammond enipa bi why say ehuhuro ni awo set off. Na minister bebre so mpe Katie Hammond asem, but he's such a hilarious guy, creates a lot of fun, all of that. And Ghana politics dey be make say one you careful. So we MPP ni now kotama de boy NDC ni trimu a. So we NDC ni ukotama de boy MPP ni trimu a. Amani a ubenya no bon say country ko wenya wamane. Because at the apex of the leadership of NDC, at the apex of the leadership of MPP, they are like this. Now, I may perhaps say that this is on the lighter note, but Katie Hammond, we understand, say, the man here, woman, etam, ne dear pin sheets in the attitude to him. And then Katie Hammond, at a point, in demand to know, say, who pin sheets when you function here, the pin sheets were nowhere to be found. Now, Honorable Kwame governs Abuja. Or mini papa, Honorable Abuja, I salute you. Yes. One of a member of Parliament. Me penasem papa because he's blunt. Honorable Kwame governs Abuja, a member of Parliament for Adaklu constituency. has some learning message for Majority Leader Kwame Afenyo-Markin. Now, Member of Parliament, their foot will be their Kwame Afenyo-Markin. What pray for them. Sir, not in his wildest dream would he ever call himself a minority leader. Da. Na moba kaya ebra ye may be called 4 members of parliament. One more Arizonian, not just automatically. Kwame Afenyo-Markin group now must sit on the minority bench. And also oko transfer one bedi nkugu and wanko. But and you man Kwame Afenyo-Markin lately in Ghana's parliament in the Bibre na chese emu but
yetwa yensem so no akwagia enso ede ensem bi to aso kame ho na ntie ne nsem no enchiremu.
This member of parliament, Honorable Kwame Governs Agboja, edia futu kese bi dia man serious one emu pa. And I believe say maybe say utie and what lessons would Kwame Afenyo-Markin take out of this? Take a listen to Honorable Agboja.
Please. Mr. Speaker, we don't need to debate this. But Mr. Speaker, my colleague on the other side, you've actually helped him when he was insisting that you shouldn't put a question because he wanted everything here to be adopted. Mr. Speaker, I will encourage you, and he's saying that whenever he's got his numbers, he will bring things that we don't like and put them to vote. Mr. Speaker, I want you to be fair to him and all of us. Put the issues, even the business statement, to listen. So if the House decide that we are rejecting it, let's reject it today, not on the day that he's got people on his side. So, Mr. Speaker, I entreat you, put the issue to a vote, so that let us reject it, for him to know that we are opposed to the attempt to grant tax waivers worth 300 million, which have been opposed for 2 years. Mr. Speaker, put a question. Don't even give him the opportunity, because you were speaking to him in parable when you said to him that sometimes you protect him by asking him to look at his back. By looking at his back, Mr. Speaker, what happens the day that the people on my back are not enough and his are more? Then you try to take the judges, would that be fair on that day? Mr. Speaker, would that be fair on that day? Mr. Speaker, put a question so that we reject the business statement today, so that we can go and do a proper business committee meeting and agree on what is put on the business statement coming from the majority of the people on the business statement. That would be a fairer way of doing it, instead of protecting him because he has, almost canted back there, just like the votes they got, so that we who are in a majority will be in a disadvantage. This is the true nature of who you are. This is why the Ghanaians gave you a vote to commensurate with the numbers you have. Yet you said you haven't learned any lessons. You haven't learned any lessons. You are still walking like this. Talking now, you cannot tell us we are a government. Look at the size of the government. Is this a government? Is this a government? This is less than the district assembly size of anything.
Mr. Speaker, very soon it will get to his turn.
And the Honorable Kwame Governs Agboja and woe to Kwame Afenyo-Markin O2 Nufono. The one say no see channel, see real size referencing wine justice Atuguba said real size. Kwame Afenyo-Markin ye did our Ghana has say asutie kekre obeya asutie no makoye there so many we say ye ka say the 8th parliament of the 4th republic ye ka say they are in recess. Emma government workers, over 700,000 government workers across all over Ghana have not been paid. Why? Because of sa tintin nyoma we binti. Number one, Kwame Afenyo-Markin was looking forward to say the NDC minority group no enko boawom na womon pass a loan facility over millions of dollars. Woman SEO yeah they kwakoto aircraft, helicopters and all kinds of military hardware at this time in Tibida. Adentia, why won't you leave all this procurement for the new government to come and procure? Almost we want to buy military aircraft, helicopters, ship, and innumerable offensive machineries, offensive weapons. Why don't you leave it to the government? Then incoming government to procure. Almost Number 2, I feel one more saying insist say tax waivers now. One more person, one more kasa MPP penny for one more companies no one more 2D, 1D, 1F no one more person one more tax waivers was so. And you can't be also and also one more coin me emphasize tax waivers and so who boni amudi. Now folks, it's been 3 years in the NPP government. All these companies way my waive taxes every so and mo be kaya me be yes expose no ewa ha na ye kan this can say over several billions of United States dollars ya waive tax in a much short changing government of Ghana. Number 2, some companies so any companies they acquire one district one factory. No, all these companies belongs to NPP top echelons. Companies are number 3, they are not into one district one factory. They know many of the companies, according to investigations here, are into what? Hospitality industry, hotels. A business real estate companies. A business are into goods and services. Making at the district and some municipal areas. Factories no MPP. Idunyame see to your boss say na yebeko break naba. Me say yebeko break abawo. You see, the last time I can say Afenyo Markin should come and tell Ghanaians the truth. Why Kwaku Kwatin NPP for one member for Obuasi West or Obuasi South or me they be am refi. Come and tell us why Kwaku Kwatin Obuasi West, why Kwaku Kwatin was taken off from the finance committee as the chairman. Mome Ghana for why you did this to Kwaku Kwatin. Yeah, reason is saying Muntiminka Bamademo. The reason why Kwaku Kwatin was taken from the chairmanship and yet the chairmanship of the finance committee was because of this one district one factory. Kwaku Kwatin is a decent guy. Now Oshe billions and billions of Ghana cedis and dollars as our taxes when na move wavy off every our companies in Israel. No, Kwaku Kwatin who said no, you guys are not being fair to Ghanaians. Into Kwaku Kwatin said no, yen try say ye be your due diligence. Na sa due diligence you know. Etinya me ye who company A, company B, company C, for Ghanaians. Guess what? As far as Afenyo Markin, as far as Chairman Sabonsu and the rest are concerned, no, almost all more coin. And to him, now we are almost Parliament, I reopening, and to almost another thousands of companies, you better pass tax waivers, and they are more winner. No, my friend, Fitri, Aqua Gigi says, can you contractors in her? Our owners of these companies. And then a moody bonnie say, even at this last minute, MPP, Mukof, you know. You are not ready to even pardon Ghanaians with criminality, with giving corruption, looting, daylight looting of the state coffers. You are not ready. When you're ready, say you even pardon Ghanaians. No. Ghanaians within MPP, Madamo, come go and ask Kwaku Kwatin. So, where is he? Went to Kwaku Kwatin recently. Go and ask Mpeni for where is Honorable Kwaku Kwatin? MP for him for Obuasi West. Munkobi says over him for. When was the last time Moteninka? Yeah, me was MPP ni papa. Mapa. He was the former deputy minister for finance. Where is he? Because in Parliament, he disagreed with all the top members of the MPP. Said Bonina Mudieno, the corruption, the daylight looting of the state money is completely absurd. But they were also telling Kwaku Kwatin, so no, this job is inevitable. And one year. Now, Honorable Eugene Boachi Entry, a member of Parliament for Subin constituency in Ashanti region, in his epistles, listen, in his epistles, also chronicle yet another human element who contributed to the demise of the governing New Patriotic Party in the recent polls. Member of Parliament or Subin constituency in Central region, and also I feel or the nipa bin so abeto abonten say say nipa way 1 2 3 and so ka ho and MPP eden edin kugo. Why no wabobo omudin no? I'm sure we all know them, but this one is coming from a stalwart of the NPP. Take a listen to him.
So we allowed it. If you have lost the election today, it's because of Kenoforiata. MPP has lost this election because of Kenoforiata. Gabia Somotinakon and Asati Bedi Etu. I'm mentioning names.
What have they done?
What have they done? Kenoforiata was the who? In 2000, you remember how President Before said when he was campaigning? You remember?
What did he say?
Osisho was 600.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Economy. 2016, what did President Before say at trade fair? What the Baumiaba? So we see Sikasima mind. What was he talking about? Economy. How can we win a nation in this country without the economy? Why do you think our nations are punished the way they have?
But the people you mentioned, apart from Ken, they are not responsible for the economy.
Yes. Now, the president kept Ken there for 1 year and 2 months, 14 months.
After you have been assured.
After we have been assured. Yes. 2017, my brother is here. Anytime Ken came to deliver the budget, was it about me present? 2018 wasn't he there? 2019 wasn't he there? 2020, they cut off Baumia. That's where all the excessive borrowing and the intolerable introduction of taxes on the people of this country started. That's what they cut Baumia off. So what we say, we have to build a party, and MPP needs an open heart surgery to build this party. We cannot be sweeping this under the carpet. They're not jokers. And you can say, Randy, we are not leading, we are not senior members, we are leading the rest of the party. We have to let the base believe that we have handed over power to the NDC. The received wisdom in Westminster says that opposition parties don't win elections, governments lose them. We have lost the power to NDC. We did all this, Randy. The man was kept there. Now, Gabi became the chief advisor to the finance minister. They were the ones drawing the budget.
This is just an allegation.
It's an allegation. I'm telling you. I'm talking about allegation.
No, it's an allegation. You've not provided
I'm telling
evidence.
you.
Yes.
He was the one drawing the budget.
How?
Okay. If you don't want to challenge me, let's into another day. Okay. There's more I want to go on.
So move on.
Now, we did all this. Businessmen, campaign time, go to the yes, businessmen. Businessmen.
Like collapse their business.
Even 2 weeks ago, I was going to lobby for some funds for one of our young pieces. Yes. Randy, look, this party, you see here, open heart surgery. We should be sweeping it under the carpet. Okay, now why bitter? Bitter for what? I left this country at 21.
Critical, very, very critical, and I tend to agree with Eugene Entry. Yeah, or say the governing New Patriotic Party needs what? Open heart surgery. And then we are learning to say yes. One must set a committee a probe reasons why they lost. Yeah, but what human elements be to say Eugene Ahenom woman trainer party no anchor position and son of Mokasana. Look, fantastic guys. And someone ebe piano Ghana for hey those who enko Ghana how yeah okay Gabi Asarotre Dako and one in wine Ofori ata Canadian these were the family members who were controlling the nation's purse as far as we are concerned, and nobody talks, nobody touches them. The nation's purse, woman and this one. 8 years ago, Senior Minister Yao Osafo-Maafo told the world, or he told the outgoing government something. Today, history is giving a flashback of his words. 8 years ago, Senior Minister Osafo-Maafo no wodi nkomo bi. Sa nkomo na no wodi no woka asem bi akire a government a obefiri ho na omomo aba aben mu. Na oka asem kire sa aban no emu empanimfo bi asem be na oka krom. Sa asem na oka ne ende. There is what you call a flashback. Something, a history is in the making. And the same situation is playing at their face. Listen to this.
We have a payroll for every department and every sector, institution in this country. So if I'm appointed a new minister and your payroll, you are not on the payroll till December, the day of the election, and you're going to appear on the payroll for January, when were you engaged in that particular thing? You are going to create a problem. If names appear on the payroll after December, we definitely will lay them off quietly. We have a payroll for every department and every sector, institution in this country. So if I'm appointed a new minister and your payroll, you are not on the payroll till December, the day of the election, and you're going to appear on the payroll for January, when were you engaged in that particular thing? You are going to create a problem. If names appear on the payroll after December, we definitely will lay them off quietly.
Asemi walking and history is repeating who. As I speak to you, many government institutions, employment is here, make us say. Parliament House, Parliament nipa saying 250. Yes, so many need you gum. Now then one say, your interview na dia chia na am appointment letter. Ya form.
Ekasa ebesi ha, mekayo eha eye PENDREAM TV. Subscribe to channel no, like na comment. Share dwumadi no na ma afoforo ensa enkabi. Yebeshia in the next video.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Ah nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.